She has no, her cup's not filled in her marriage, on that like emotional level, the understanding level. Like maybe her husband makes lots of money and they have a great house and all these things, but he might as well just not be there because that's how cut off they are. And so that's really where, someone else to come along and speaks to that part of her that has been ignored for a long time of, being romantic with her, pursuing her, right? And that emotionally, that's why. So she gets entangled for a very different reason. And that's why I think too, it's generally more, it might be more painful to work through because in a way it's less of like a one-time thing and it's generally more of an entanglement with this other person. And so, as a man too, it's like, respect is number one for us, whereas for women
Mhm.
it's more about safety and protection, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking more along the line of, do you believe that it's more difficult for men to
To
overcome
kind of cope
an
with
affair
it
than
in
a
a
woman?
way.
Because women can be like, "Oh yeah, I understand. Like men need sex," and so they can kind of justify it in their mind
Yeah.
more of,
I think it's probably harder for men to kind of give the grace because we typically are like we're problem solvers, and so it's like it's more logical and like, well, she's wronged me, so then I'll do this, right? And then it gets really easy to justify your behaviors, when someone's wronged you. And I think men leap to action a little bit faster than a woman would. In again, generalization, it's not all women and all men, but in general, men are going to go, well, that sucks and I'm angry. I'm going to go do something about it. I think that's a little bit more of a natural reaction. And so, yeah, I think getting out of that mentality is probably a little bit harder for a guy, especially if he's not surrounded by a real good support system.